I think it's on. Yeah, because the light's too bright, I can't see the little counter. Yeah, hi, Mrs. Chester, the Gori here. And it's going to be one of my 3 videos in a day uh, run. I want to get this off me, off my mind, how I find Russell Peters neither Indian nor a comedian. Now, people are going to be screaming, oh, but he's so well known and he has specials. I just watched The Indian Detective. I thought it was going to be like a tan version of Due South, and it was utter crap. First of all, with a father, at least in the story, who is like one of the most famous Bollywood actors, you tell me he couldn't go out on the street and order Ek Vada Pav. And his jokes were like, oh, the place smells. Oh, there are cows. They use their hands to make food. It was such a lame bunch of jokes. So it's on a par with, oh, where are the cats? There must be a Chinese food place around. I found the writing to be absolutely horrid. I found it to be a totally Canadian production. It was good because William Shatner was in it. I guess, William Shatner, he always brings a smile, but I would not bother to watch this if you want to find out anything whatsoever about Indian humor. Like, I watch Crime Patrol Dial X Shoonie Shoonie religiously, haha, and I found the Sacred Games to be really excellent. So I've seen enough of Indian television to know what Mumbai's like, but they keep cutting in like choo 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 choo, this 3 second montage of like touristy things, and then they choo choo choo, do the same thing with Toronto because the plot of the story is he's suspended, so he goes to India where his father lives and ends up with this Indian girl. Another thing I found very offensive is at the end of the first series, he wants the girl, and the girl is a very, very, what's typical, strict, whatever, Indian girl. And yet at the end, they're like tongue kissing, which in India is tantamount to porn. It was a really clueless movie about India, a mini series. I mean, I guess if you don't know anything about India, it would be acceptable. But I found Russell Peters in general not to be acceptable because his humor never gets political. If you want to talk about like an Indian comedian, either one of the many female Indian comedians or New York's own Harry Kondabolu, who was born here but yet manages to work politics in it, or someone like Karthik Kumar, who does the South Indian versus North Indian, has true ethnic humor. Russell Peters does not have ethnic humor. If anything, he is a Canadian comedian. And I wish he was more of a Canadian. If he wore a toque and did the Bob and Doug McKenzie thing, that would be acceptable. But if you want to see Indian comedy, watch an Indian comedian. I dislike him, though he does kind of resemble my Uncle Charlie, who's Jewish. Anyway, I'll be back with 2 more after I unpack my grocery. I'm going to do a little bit of a rant about Home Depot and then maybe something else about what's in the news. But, I haven't been on here very, very recently, so I figured I'd do a couple of these, and this will take about literally 40 minutes to upload. So when I'm done with my breakfast, I will come back and do more. This is Mrs. Chester saying, that's what I think.